Hello everyone, welcome to the Scratching Post, where we scratch that gaming itch. It is Gameblast! And I am joined today here by a group of, well, my friends here, as we're going to, of course, be making silly voices in today's episode. We're waiting for people to kind of filter in, as it's a very unusual episode of Silly Voices, as we're coming directly from streams. So effectively, there's a kind of a transition period, so there'll be a little bit of a delay to start the show. But hopefully that'll be minimized as soon as possible. How's everyone doing today? First of all, let me introduce everyone who's in the chat currently. We, of course, have our normal Silly Voices people. Drifting. Kay. And then we've got the Game Blasters, the ones who are joining us for this special episode. We have two of the Game Blasters in here right now, and that is Weird FW, who you can remember from last week's episode of Silly Voices. And what up, Deco? And just literally joined Laura Petal. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. You can come in. It's just, you know, we're live. They can't hear you guys. Oh, what? I pressed with intro. They can't hear you guys.
Redo.
There we go. Oh, my apologies, everyone. Everyone's unfortunately having some issues with the technical systems today. But so I'll quickly go through this again. Drifting.
Hello.
This time you get to do a proper intro. Kay.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Nico from What Nico.
Hello.
Weird.
I have a gun.
You have a gun, and
I have a gun.
and Laura Petal.
Why does this man have a gun help?
It's a meme from
It's
the
a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's
Don't worry about it.
Weird was actually guests because for the last case on Silly Voices we always have a guest as a member of that case, and Weird was the guest on the last case, and so the last kind of, what was it, 4 or 5 streams, Weird?
Something like that. It was good fun the whole way through. I was Larry Butts, who was just all sorts of silly, and then
Also, Ebek, are you aware that you're not streaming the game to us?
Yes, I've not even.
Yeah.
Don't worry, because
Okay.
we got some time. Yeah.
Yeah, one thing was we're waiting for Scarf to appear because he bless him, he's been soldiering on. He effectively went from playing Quake 4 to is going to be immediately playing the Greatest Tenny with us. So you know it's understandable to hear that he might run a bit of time just to grab something to eat.
He needs a moment.
He needs a moment.
Yeah, it's fine. We got some things we could do in between. But yeah, I was also Ambassador Quercus Alba, and he was very old, but they also had a gun. So that was fun.
He just had a gun.
Yeah.
It.
He didn't even have it in the game. He just had it. I decided he had one.
I mean, he's a military veteran, though. Why wouldn't he have a gun?
Of course.
It is worth mentioning why we're doing this, and that is for GameBlast22.
Really?
Please donate. I've just put in the chat there the donation link. We are trying to raise up to £5,000. Every £50 gets you a tombola draw. Speaking of which, do we have to have? Is there a tombola draw that we need to do? Weird.
There are tombola draws that we need to reveal, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
because while we've already revealed things like Ebak's duo one-off with Buddy. That might be from yesterday. Yes, that's what.
That was yesterday's, yeah.
Yes, I'm still having things highlighted on this list of mine. We've had all sorts of reveals recently, and there are 2 reveals we could not go fully into because dear Laura was sleeping. 2 of yours came out.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so I'm happy to reveal, or at least you can go into slight details about your personal choice.
All right then. I'll do.
Go.
Sorry,
Go.
Sorry, I'll do that first then. I'm just trying to remember. I said I would take a look at Valkyria Chronicles. Supposedly one of these one of these games that is in sort of many people's lists as a must play, delving into the realms of it's like a field strategy gaming for the first time for the first time in a very long time for me, so I have no idea what to expect. But I have got to. I've seen people in chat saying Valkyria Chronicles is really, really, really good. Well, I'm looking forward to giving that a try at last.
Well, hey, and as on top of that, your hidden choice, of which is the hidden choice vote. Or we could just
that one. Okay. Again, I've just woken up. Can you give me some
That's fine.
slack,
That's
please?
fine.
I've just woken up.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Take
So
your
I said when the person revealed it, the choices were between good hedgehog and bad hedgehog, which you've taken in the correct meaning of recommend me a Sonic game to play eventually. Choose something that's either good in the Sonic series, or considered good in the series, or considered bad in the Sonic series. And then I will do a vote later on between good and bad hedgehog on my Twitter. I guess I'll do it there. And whichever comes up, I will know my fate.
Yes, we've been in
Sonic comes
banter.
up next.
Yes, we've been in banter about the good or bad choices, so whichever gets voted up will be able to reveal to you the option we've chosen. And yeah, look forward to a vote coming up on Twitter soon, my peoples. So I think we're up to date on that.
Yeah, we also have a Scarfulu with us.
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
I just had some stuff to quickly take care of as I was wrapping up my own.
And I also want to make sure everyone's aware who else is here, because we've not really had them on the channel before. Nico from Buddy Games.
Hello. Yeah, I am here to represent the whole of Buddy Games. So if there's 3 voices that need to be done, then by all means,
I mean,
destroy me.
I think
sometimes it's a lot of talking to
You can
yourself.
play 3.
Sometimes there's a lot of talking yourself. Speaking of, let's actually head in there right now, because we got everything set up. Everyone's here, so we are going to switch over right now to the game for the evening, which is The Great Ace Attorney, and I'm going to display it. I'm going to display it for my friends. So how
Excited and a little bit nervous.
Oh, is it that great now? Oh,
here we go.
it's self-proclaimed, wouldn't you say?
It's a self-proclaimed great Ace Attorney, as it were. All right then. So
You would just call it the kind of alright Ace Attorney.
just to avoid
the mildly adequate Ace Attorney.
Just sort of here or there, sort of Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
Everyone wonders why I'm switching over again. It's because actually it's to avoid a glitch, so I'm going to do this. Then I should switch it back, and it should still work. There we go. Can you guys see that?
I can see yours.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah.
I think we pretty much just got we pretty much just got your stream view, so
Yeah, that is basically what you're wanting to hear. Can you guys hear it as well?
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, just
I
about.
hear music.
Yes.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it still, or is it gone now?
It's gone now.
Okay,
gone now.
that's fine.
No.
I just need to get everything set up. There we go. So you guys should now still be able to hear it, and the audience shouldn't be able to hear it both ways, because basically I have to do a little workaround so that you guys can hear it, but they can't. Because if I do it a certain way, they can hear it twice. So audience, can you guys hear it okay? There's no like doubling of audio for you guys? Regardless, let's move on.
Wait for them.
It's
It's okay.
First, it's okay.
fantastic.
good.
So let's get on with The Great Ace Attorney. As you guys know, music a little low. That's fine. I'll just turn it up a little bit then. Just give this little nudge up. I've been wanting to play the series for a long time. I'm a big fan of the Ace Attorney series, and part of the reason. Hello, Max the Jackalope. And hello, Rosie and Arch. Everyone, nice to see you all coming over. We're going to start with the Great Ace Attorney. Now, I did start up just to briefly check if it worked. But we're not going to load up. We're just basically going to start from a fresh save file. We've got some people who wish to do voices. I don't know why it's loaded up right in the middle of the game, because I wanted it to start right from the beginning.
And this is on the Switch then?
It is indeed on the Switch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
On Switch, it's on PC, and I think it's on one more thing.
Pretty much on everything, which is great. It's also on PlayStation.
On my fridge.
It's on Weird's fridge. It's
on my fridge.
On my smart fridge.
You
It's
get
not
something
for
wrong, you pour
Skyrim.
some ice on you.
Yeah, you've heard of Can It Run Doom? Now it's Can It Run the Great Ace Attorney?
Anime in my video games?
The Great Ace Attorney, Willie Bland.
I didn't expect like actual cutscenes though.
Yes.
A lot of the later Ace Attorneys do, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Indeed,
The
yeah.
revolution washed over the land, making life.
I gotta
Yeah,
check.
believe it or not, this game came out in 2015 in Japan. It's already quite old.
Period of great change.
It is.
And
It is.
some was swept away by the tide.
Who isn't on Wid's fridge, says James. Oh,
Well, somebody just died.
That happened quickly.
Ah, yes. Classic Ace Attorney death.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Is the game a little soft in volume for anyone else or just me?
you
May
can
be able to turn it
increase
up, yeah.
Yeah, you can increase it on Discord.
on Discord.
Yeah, I found it quiet as well. Probably from the last game we were doing.
Same.
The adventure of the
Silent.
great departure.
I found the volume button. don't
Bienvenue à la
worry.
Carnaval.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Drifting, do you want to continue being the kind of contextual announcer for this?
Sure.
All right. Please
The
continue.
22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. I hope I said that right. Defendants enter Chamber 5.
Yep.
Oh, the antechamber.
Mhm.
Okay, so there are some people who have been cast. There are some people who
Yep.
have not been cast. We're just going to basically assign roles as we go for those who have not got a role.
Wait, this reminds me. Don't forget to give the disclaimer, Ebac.
Would you mind giving the disclaimer, Kay, just to make sure, because you're the one who knows. You know the game
okay.
the best, I think. So let's go through this.
You had it phrased really well last time, so I was gonna leave it to you, but all right. Basically, this game contains period accurate racism. We do
Wow.
not endorse it. We do not approve of it, but it is what's in the game, and yeah.
Yes, that is one thing which is rather
For the time
unfortunate.
frame it's in, it's supposed to make sense.
It is
so,
authentic.
yeah.
It's not awful from what I've been told. Okay, like nothing, but there is.
It's better that it's markedly less intense
Yes.
than the fan translation.
Yes. So it
And the period accurate. As well.
hopefully we won't even get that far into that game. We're just making sure that there
Well,
were.
okay. Well, there is stuff in this first case.
Yeah, I know. It's just that we won't even get to that section. The first case is
Yeah.
quite long. So yes, make sure that you're
now you are
everyone-
aware.
Now you're
Yes,
aware.
Everyone
so.
is aware.
Now we're all aware.
I
Also,
have been made aware.
be aware that some of us will be say Japanese names, and we're most likely gonna screw them up.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be me.
know
I
how
can
to
be on
pronounce
hand.
them
I
all.
can be on
I can-
hand for that one if you need.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's all we've got.
It was-
Kay and Laura.
Yeah.
I can give it the old college try.
Yes.
I'll just rename them Kenneth.
Does anyone want to
Yes.
actually? Does anyone want to play Rinsuke, the main character? I don't mind. but-
Kind of do, but I don't want to take it from someone else who doesn't, who wants to.
I think you're the most enthusiastic, so go for it.
Go for it.
I'm happy to do.
Give me a
Go for it, go
moment. Okay. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the door to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate?
Hello.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Someone wants to pay the bailiff. This is a small role, but if you just start talking if you want to do it.
Med?
We're doing silly voices, right?
You
Yeah.
can do silly voices, serious voices, so long as it's as you take it. You do it.
Okay, I'll do it. Oh, what?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Save your glass, murderer!
Ooh.
Sorry.
That's definitely a bailiff that will tackle you.
My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial.
Okay, this is Scarf actually.
Okay, that's enough. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer.
And who are you?
I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today.
Lawyer?
Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue.
Thank you.
Or I'll cut it out by the looks of things.
Thank you much.
Wow.
Thank you much for the follow, Max. It's the Jackalope. Also, yes,
yeah, that's
just
a friend of mine.
just for the people who are in the cast, just don't forget that you don't need to stay quiet at all times. Of course, when someone's saying the lines, feel free, but feel free to interject and have fun. It's about having
Yeah.
fun here. So, offer comments.
No.
No.
No, I still need that tongue.
Perfect. Yep, nailed it.
Well played.
Technologies. Look at you. You aren't even graduated yet.
Technicalities.
Technicalities.
I mean, he has a sword, though.
Jeez, in this day and age.
Oh my god.
No, that's canon now.
Is that what he said? He meant what he said.
I want to say I loved like the wind casually like just blowing his bandana.
Indoors.
Very situational wind, just for him.
Yeah,
Just for you. Yeah.
so dramatic.
It's like when Kay does the pose and then her
Yes.
scarf flows. Yeah, same thing.
And yet I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Yunosuke?
At least I'm not the one with the katana here.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
Sorry, I was observing your Pokemon badges on your collar.
I believe
Have cleared
they-
many gyms.
I believe the little. I don't remember what the star and the other thing mean, but the little, the one on the right for the one on the right is the badge of the university.
Oh, the badge of the universe. Oh, Arceus. Yeah, it looks familiar.
University.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. Really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I can never murder someone.
I could. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
And ask me next time.
I have the sword for it.
I am armed and dangerous.
You mean?
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke.
Can I just quickly say this game is really pretty?
Oh yeah.
Looks
Very
very
nice.
nice.
Yeah. Kazuma Osogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. Maybe that's why he has a star on his collar. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate.
It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet.
Yes, chat. We're not in Japanifornia. We are actually in Japan at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of Japanifornia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome
This
is
to
the prequel.
Hotel
This isn't San Francisco.
Japanifornia.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started.
Should have been 3 days earlier.
Congratulations, Kazuma! Looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last.
Yes, and soon I'll be three-dimensional as well. I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day.
That's technologies for you.
Oh my goodness.
Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in Kart.
I will be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world.
Oh dear.
I'm really happy for you. I'm proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
And billowing his bright bandana.
Yeah, that's different from the fan translation, because in the fan translation it's like there's always a warm breeze blowing around him. No, that was the actual fan translation.
Can be taken in a different way.
Yeah.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. Part of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
What was that, Nico?
I want to be where the British are.
No, you don't.
Sentences that have rarely been said.
Want to see where they drink the tea?
Oh my gosh. Oh. If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
All right, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
I want to be where the people are. I want to see where they drink their tea. Fighting around in those, what do you call them? Oh, pubs.
It was straight after that. That's when it happened.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, go
I
on.
know who this is, but he's not been cast as far as I know.
He has not
Who
been
is he?
cast. He is Susato.
No, not Tusato. It's Yujin, I think his name is.
Okay, well, let's just press here it is.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Does anyone, people who've seen the cast list, have anyone kind of seen characters that they want to play, and they kind of pick things out for people? I know we've got
picked one
weird
out already.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I've got one for Nico, so I think that's quite appropriate. Does anyone here want to take the professor? I don't know how much the professor appears, but
Have you got a role?
I
Not
don't have a
much.
role. Yeah, so far.
I know, so he appears like I think here and like at the very end, and I think that's it.
In that case,
Do you want to take Lucy back?
I'll take it. Yes.
Go for it.
Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind for now. Azoki, you should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. I think he has a special task for you before today's trial. It's it tends to help.
You can depend on me. I have the skill set. And the billowing aura.
You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result.
Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at the university before.
I see. I'll go at once then.
You sure you scrubbed yourself up nice?
I always do.
Okay. Who wants to take... Susato. Don't know how much she appears, but...
A pretty good amount, I'd say. Not.
I'll do that for the time being, if that's alright. I'll do that.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
that's true. I shall accompany you.
All right then, Rinosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes. Thanks, Kazuma.
You see anyone see that pink thing hanging off of that professor's neck?
No.
I didn't know,
Oh,
actually.
yeah, it was, I don't know. It just putting me in mind of a plumbus.
Oh gosh. Not one of those.
If he uncrosses his arms, you'll see.
This is awkward.
That thing.
Oh,
If
Oh, the thing in the middle. Oh.
Yeah.
it's a Furby facing his chest.
As long as it doesn't start talking, it's fine.
Yeah.
Burr says it's
Can
a
I voice that character if it does?
Burr says it's a tribble. If I may,
Yeah, sorry?
you must be the defendant, Ryusuke Naruto, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
My name is Eugene Mikutoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yumi University.
Oh, Professor Mikutoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
Asogi has told me about you. You are his best friend. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know.
Know what?
Well, as you no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
And I will feed you to my plumbus.
It's not raising the stakes at all, is it?
As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you.
He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing?
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it. But I didn't do it, I swear it! I'm not a murderer!
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Peculiarities? Is that a dish I can eat?
You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway.
But then what should I do?
Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
Fair enough.
Right, so
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else, and you must say, "I do."
I do?
That sounds like a marriage proposal, but okay.
Yeah.
But what will the question be? Surely not, do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not.
Defendant? Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
It would seem our serendipitous discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours.
What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
Bailiff, get a dictionary as well.
That if the trial goes badly, Cosmo's dreams of studying abroad are over, and what's more, he'll be found guilty of murder.
Burr says, says the invisible bailiff who fails to appear.
And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny.
To be continued.
22nd of November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of Judication, Courtroom 2.
Get ready
I
for
think
the best looking courtroom in the game.
That word is just going to change every single time.
I'm not bilingual enough for this.
That's fine.
So this is a courtroom.
What else
This
would it be?
is a bucket.
Dear God. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery.
Almost like they don't have faces.
Lots of military and other uniforms in there.
They're not real.
Don't worry,
Figments
the
of your
cardboard
imaginations.
cutouts. The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial.
Oh dear.
A secret trial?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin.
Oh my.
Look at that man.
The judge.
Right. So, first of all, I would like to suggest that our dear Nico take the prosecutor in this. Which you actually mentioned. Do you agree to this, Nico?
I wholeheartedly agree to this role.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Yes.
I also, I'm
Fantastic.
immediately picking up that he's like an ancestor of Winston Payne.
Yes, of course.
I'm just doing my Bentley impression and I'm half there.
Who wants to take the judge? I think only Weird, you will cast a role, but whether they'll appear in time is a question. If no one wants to, I'll gladly take the judge, but...
I'll gladly take the judge. I don't know how long it'll take before my actual pick turns up. He may not even turn up at all.
In that case,
Well,
Yes?
so there's an order to the witnesses. The one that Weird picked, I believe, shows up like first.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Do you
So-
feel comfortable talking to yourself? Otherwise, I will take the judge in that case.
No problem at all, mate.
All right.
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke. I failed already.
Ryunosuke.
Ryu Naohodo.
The way I remember it is Ryunosuke.
Ryunosuke, Ryu. I'm just gonna call you Ryu. Get on with it.
Yes, John.
I'm very busy.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense.
I didn't ask you.
Too bad.
Before we begin, there's a notification on my head. Miss Bleachy is a new follower. Welcome.
Thank you, Miss Bleach.
Welcome to the courtroom.
Welcome to the courtroom.
Have you considered donating to GameBlast22? Before we begin, there's one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates the defendant in this trial?
The question.
This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do?
All right, audience, and also attendee cast members, what do we choose?
I'm asking the question, so I can't answer this.
Why am I in black and white?
Why?
Why is the
This-
camera still zooming in on me? It's going to hit my face in a second.
Yeah, I was about to say, yes.
Oh, it stopped, thank God.
Have you heard of social distancing?
The chat saying
All the
I
way up
do.
here. Please stay away from me.
What does the Game Blaster say?
I say I do.
I do.
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Kay and Drifting, I'm including you in the cast on that, so...
Wait and
I
see.
know, but, I don't know.
Personally, you're outnumbered, Kay, so
I'm
it's...
very bad at making decisions like these.
I was saying wait and see because I know what happens if you do either one. It's interesting.
Oh, okay.
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for it.
Yes.
I love the look on his face.
Calm the hell down.
I just loved his eyes.
Yeah.
In the entirety of this.
Have you got something stuck up you? What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that I, Rinosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
Rip. F in chat.
You'll be... What?
What are you playing at, Rinosuke? Professor Mika... Oh, sorry.
Professor Mikitoba told me everything, just now, before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off?
I beg your pardon? Back to my courtroom.
That's
public
been
indecency, we can do that.
That's been screenshotted many a time. Anyway.
I can imagine.
No, it's not that. Really, it's just that.
I'll have you know I have very deft hands.
You're making it worse.
Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for
That's me.
Oh, sorry. I
Identity
get
theft.
overeager.
You're doing the K thing. You're stealing the lines.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I'm sorry. It's my habit on this.
No worries. Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you.
Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikitoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
I'm take a wild guess and say the fandom shipsies too.
Yeah.
Very well. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Very well.
Yeah, I was just gonna. Yeah, yes, they do because the writing tends to be more suggestive of that, even than like there's jokes about it, like they call each other partner openly, whereas like it took Phoenix and Edgeworth ages to do that. It's interesting. There's there's like a whole thing, like there's some conspiracies about it, and I'm just like, I don't really care.
I ship it. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial, the lunatic.
The court declares the ship valid.
And I'd like
That'll be in
to...
a separate court case.
Bailiff interrupting to say that also don't forget you can donate to GameBlast22. We are raising money for Special Effect. Every £50 gets you a Tombola's spin, and we'll get a new reward stream from one of the people involved.
Yeah.
That'll be myself, Weird FW,
Yes.
Scarfulu, Spuddy Games, or Laura Petal. So don't forget
Hold
to
it!
give us a generous... Yes.
What he said. Donate!
I think I'm due for another tombola draw, so let's get that going.
Yeah, and only £40 the next draw.
40 quid the next one.
40 quid. I
quid-a-roos.
demand 40 quid. Come on. I said the line.
Judge.
Come on, chop chop.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
Make no mistake, Counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent. He is confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
He looks nervous as all hell.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all.
That's not obvious.
Yep.
In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. You're embarrassing me.
Or is that not coming through? Hello, Nico?
Hello?
Oh. There we go.
There we go.
Well, it seems that my microphone is acting up, but for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court.
Excuse me,
No
Your Honor.
robots in the court.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
I was hoping someone would make a joke.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I know we're about 50 years prior to when microphones were invented or something like that, but I think we should... prosecution, are you...
Fix the microphone, damn it! Get on with it. There we go. You might want to increase your gain, by the way. You're a little bit quiet at the desk. Nico. He's just fixing it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he's just fixing it. But no,
Well, he's-
while we're doing that, let's just talk about, like, the game. It looks really nice on Switch.
It's really high quality,
Looks very pretty.
when you've been playing all the other Ace Attorneys and then you jump to
Hello?
this one, it is quite a difference. Hi,
go.
welcome.
Hey.
There we
so,
go.
Yeah. So the thing with there's a couple things that make Great Ace Attorney special. One is that it was made like the original. It was originally made like during, like in between-ish Dual Destinies and Spear of Justice, and then after Spear of Justice. I think that's how that worked. Don't quote me on that. But like the but even like all the animations are just somehow like more polished. And I don't know if this is just the. Actually, no, I know it's not, because I played a copy. We'll not talk about that, but the animations are even so much better than Dual Destinies. They feel more fluid, they feel more dynamic, and it's really interesting because it was made around-ish the same time as like Dual Destinies and Spear of Justice, but yet it feels better. And also has the advantage of Shutakumi being at the lead, like directing and being involved a lot more than in the other two 3D games. So there you go. He's got the magic touch, I
If you
think.
don't know,
They were some words that you said, and I agree with them wholeheartedly.
yeah, if you didn't know, Kay is our Ace Attorney expert who I bring on board for anything related to Ace Attorney.
Nice. Well, whilst we're gushing on this game, there's two things I really want to gush about quick. One thing I really love about this game in particular are the silhouettes. The silhouettes are incredible in this game.
Yes, they're super
Everything just-
strong.
And it flows so nicely. Actually, Auchi over here, he's one of the best ones in the whole game for that. And the second thing I want to point out is that obviously this game takes place, with Japan and Great Britain. And what's great about that is that the music itself, you will hear influences of Europe, like violins and stuff, and you will hear moments of like Japanese instruments, like the kota, popping up. And it's so cool to hear that in suspenseful music, to hear these
It's actually one of my...
like instruments playing.
I've heard the soundtrack before I played the game, and it's a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Right, shall we move on?
Awesome.
Yeah, sure.
It does.
Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must be perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
By the way, that says guilty on his waiver.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it does, yeah.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Jujutsu of Japan.
Yeah. I agree.
Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. So put your pants on, you fools. Do I make myself clear? Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Good. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, you can't be questioning it more than I am.
I haven't started questioning yet. let's start with the very simplest of questions. Where are you?
Yes.
That's not the answer I was looking for.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Cindy Stone.
Not again.
Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I can remember. But wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again?
No. He's blanking.
Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank?
You know me so well.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of the R shoulder button key. I know you don't realize what that is.
Just don't worry about it.
If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
Oh, they don't want all the deluxe desk with the R button installed.
Well, you can do what they do in GTA RP servers, in that they just say use your arm muscle instead. Fun way to go about it while remaining in character.
I guess I'll just have to open my pockets for the court record. All right, there's no time to lose.
I think it's funnier when you reference the court record.
Yeah. Are you checking your inventory over there?
Maybe.
You check your inventory before we went. Pokemon.
Pause the game, I cease to exist.
Bloody hell, it's dark in here.
Also, it's your line, Scarf.
Is it me? Sorry. I apologize, I'm dividing my attention between eating.
You brought food into my courtroom.
I'm sorry,
Bring it up to share with the group.
Where's mine? Bastard.
This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead, with the R button.
The R button.
You'll find details about the victims in here. When you're done, just press B to go back.
Victims.
B on your desk.
I heard victims.
Yeah.
How many have you killed?
I will never tell.
Ah, okay. I understand why this face got removed from the casting post.
I mean, I knew he was the victim, but I didn't know if there was any lines from him because I don't know if there was any
no.
Who wants to voice the dead man?
Yeah, it's not there.
Oh god, I was looking at him and thought I got a perfect voice for that, and now he's dead. God damn it! Oh.
I mean, he's no dead man, but...
Oh, yeah.
God.
Dead man.
Dead man.
So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on.
Also, excellent memeing in the chat from Lemming and Burr there.
I missed that. Gosh darn it.
For anyone who's curious what that means, you can watch the rest of Silly Voices streams back and you'll get it then.
Highly recommended. Very good stuff.
Follow justice, man.
Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press X to present.
Oh.
Try it now.
Yes!
Yes! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Did you look like that in a book?
Maybe.
Oh no, he's... Nico, you may want to turn off noise suppression if you haven't already.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'll
We've
have a
all
very
learned
quick
that
look.
lesson now, yeah.
I keep it on because I've got a lot of noise around me, but like, if you're in a nice secluded
Go into
area,
your
it's...
settings,
Nice.
go into voice and
Okay.
Or you
video.
can just go down to the place where there's
better
the...
now? Is it better now?
Oh,
It
yes.
seems better now, yes.
Yeah.
You can try that.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago.
I didn't ask you.
Too bad.
Indeed. Which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire, those bastards, is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally, so to speak. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. They're a fussy bunch.
He's legally required to say that.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
What?
The what?
The what?
I didn't come up with the name of that, by the way.
That cannot be a real thing.
What the hell?
I don't want it to be a real thing.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilled on our soil.
And why should I care?
You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
I just googled it,
I bet
and
you don't.
the actual version is the Anglo-Japanese Treaty with Commerce and Navigation, though there is a separate Anglo-Japanese Friendship Treaty.
Wait,
So-
it's real?
So there's a friendship treaty, and then there's one that has commerce and navigation. I will post these in
We've heard,
stream chat.
I've heard
Okay,
of the
I can
commerce
send links.
navigation thing before, yeah. I've heard
And
of
then here's
commerce
the that's the friendship treaty, and there's the commerce and navigation. Just put them in the stream chat.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Oh my god, it's real.
Now, class, chat, we require you to read these pages before next week.
Yes. Do your homework.
But I didn't do it.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
Of course.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers.
Hold your tongue.
No.
Oh, okay.
And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible.
And you're just the man to do it.
All because the victim was an Englishman.
We're a fussy bunch.
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman.
Okay, don't hammer it in. God damn it.
Keyword being was.
I feel judged, personally judged right now.
Hey!
Whoa!
The judge's assistant donated £50.
Awesome! You've had a
Very
spin!
You've earned yourself a spin. Your Honor, do you wish to do the honors?
If you want to do it now, sure. I've got work out.
Let's do it at the end. Let's do it at the end, Your Honor.
Yes, let's do it at the odd. Let's do it at the odd, yes. Do it. Go.
But nationalities and treaties.
Translators note, end means owari in Japanese.
Odd.
But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was here at the scene of the crime.
Judge's assistant message said you declared the donation should be made earlier. Sorry it's late, sir.
Hello, I'm
£50 donation
2D
from the
again.
judge's assistant.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this.
I'm experiencing heavy deja vu.
See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
And then he disappeared.
I have an invisibility watch.
Is he a spy from TF2?
Maybe.
Is he the doctor?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Joined the ether.
The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think.
That they have an empire.
Wait,
Very big.
I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello.
I don't want to be interrupted.
Don't. You're gonna regret it.
So I went over to the professor's table.
And stabbed him.
74 times in the chest.
God damn.
And introduced myself to Dr. Wilson.
Oh, hello. Oh! Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did this professor of medicine, medicine, and he's dead, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? Sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
Brilliant.
State before the court the cause of death.
And
he's a court of medicine.
I kind of like the fact the judge is a bit balmy.
It's very much like original Ace Attorney, where the judge is just yeah.
Everything is said very literally by him.
Yeah. The cause of death. Well, obviously that was
The curse of fatal death.
The curse of being in an Ace Attorney game.
Inosuke, remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
by evidence? But how?
What is this evidence you speak of?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death, and select present. Do it now.
Post-mortem
Hurry
report. Death occurred after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body.
Is it up
Because
to
they're
date?
not a ghost.
Is this up? We have to make sure it's up to date. That's the whole deal.
Yes!
I have played the first game.
Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
A magic death?
Read, you imbecile! That's the post-mortem report, I take it?
Sorry, yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Yes, we can't be bothered.
Insufficient.
Oh, I see. So long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
Pop quiz, hotshot.
So-called photographic print of the scene of the crime.
Wizardry.
You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Yes. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
A photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record.
Thank you, Pokedex.
So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before.
It's wizardry. I don't trust it.
Clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible.
I really like my hammer. Very well. I am satisfied with your answers.
You are not
Excuse
an
me, Inosuke,
imbecile.
there's nothing wrong with a good anime.
The start the trial.
Certainly, Your Excellency.
Shut your hole.
So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls the first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
This is it, then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba?
Yes. Clearly you're the defense lawyer today here. Sorry. Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I could still act as your assistant.
Of Of course.
Also, Lemming pointing out like, ouchie equals pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Japanese versions of normal Ace Attorney, his last name I believe is just Aoshi in that too. So
Fair.
there's a more direct line if you know the original. Same thing with Naruhodo, because that's Phoenix's last name.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
This means I see. I understand.
When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Also note how they spell everything, like, I mean, it's harder, like, they spell, in this game, I believe most things are spelled the British way, which is
okay.
interesting, but,
Interesting.
which is easy for me to notice because I'm used to spelling it the other way. But like which is really interesting because it leads more into like the whole like it's very focused on Great Britain and Japan, and like other places don't really enter into it. It's interesting. It's neat. Yeah.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma.
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Only if you rein in the crazy headband and control the cold stares first.
No,
Damn.
I need it for my aura.
I am currently reading your mind.
Nah.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Okay, so
Am I allowed?
do you want to take this then, Laura?
Yeah. Just realised I haven't been up for a while. So
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
fine. Wait, are you okay? Continue being the judge and giving up Hosonaga?
Hosonaga.
Yeah. I wasn't Hosonaga anyway. I was someone else, I think.
I think I.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he was like the military guy, right?
oh, okay. Go for
Yeah.
it. Go for it then. Yeah, sure.
Yes sir, no sir, pun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know, sir.
Right.
Yeah, that's me. So go for it.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called Le Carnaval.
Oh dear.
2 meters, 2 meters.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think I'm long for this one, am I?
God. Just dies on the spot.
Suspicious.
Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some,
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
That's
Well, it should.
worrying. Yeah, there you go.
Just mention the
really
temperature.
should.
You're not supposed to cover blood, so.
That's worrying.
This is fascinating for me because I've never played these games, so it's really fascinating to be like, oh damn, it's getting crazy already.
If only we had a doctor. If only we had a doctor. Oh, he's dead.
Maybe the police officer can inspect you too. As everyone knows, the capital southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago.
Really?
Yes, really. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests.
You've not told me which Power Ranger you are, by the way.
The yellow
Not
one,
seen my
obviously.
powerful poses? This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago.
Oh, you're one of the Pokemon gyms, aren't you? Yes, okay.
I am the
Understood.
electric type.
Ah, fantastic. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. What you ate, where you slept, everything.
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. At once, sir.
Now you're showing off.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring?
It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We had few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else at the palace.
Good point, but thank you. Yeah, Occidental does mean Western in this case, basically.
Yeah.
It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery.
If you're disease, it doesn't seem like a very hygienic thing.
A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Okay.
Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. When I did pick up the gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness report of what he saw. You amateur!
The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized. Defenders Naruhodo.
Don't worry, Yunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
Hang on. I don't think that came through.
If I may confirm one point, waiter, that is that this is a Weird Blast stream, and if you wish to donate, this is the time to do so.
Very well
anyways,
played, sir. Very well played.
Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Yes, without question.
I see. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
Very rude of me to bleed on the floor. No. There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
Wait, huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table.
What's the matter, Yunosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello,
Hello.
there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table.
Oh, hello.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
What should we do?
Wait your turn, I think.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's still the listening phase.
Yeah,
do
so,
not-
so I think you're gonna get in trouble with the judge if you interject.
Yes,
Yes,
you
do
don't
not
get in trouble with
interject.
me. You do not
No.
get
Do
in
not
trouble with me.
interject
I
me,
have.
pushing up my glasses with the tint.
Okay,
Yes.
the next character who comes up will give that role to drifting, in terms of
Yes.
like new character, and then if there's anyone left over, I will take them. So
No problem.
go.
Okay.
I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject.
Yunosuke. If your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you?
I suppose I am. I'd never have gotten into Yume University otherwise.
But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty.
Alright, you scared me. I won't forget that piece of advice in a hurry.
If you don't follow the rules, you end up guilty in court, and what do you know?
And there
Here
is
you
something I
are.
want. And there is something I want to say. I'm just gonna shut my eyes and say it.
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Dear me. What are we going to do with you?
Stop hitting yourself.
Ow! Oh! If with your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure of what I saw.
Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy.
No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone.
I don't believe it.
I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like to.
Oh, it's me. Let me see. Sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself. I presume.
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
Well, I mean, these are just a bunch of squiggles, but you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Well, I aim to please. Thank you, sir. Arigato.
None of that. Ha! The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well...
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once, you...
Of course. Here you are.
What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Something certainly seems to have shaken him. The waiter's
Don't keep going, Laura, if you need to stop.
Okay.
He's doing it for you, it's fine.
The waiter's business card has been entered into the court record.
Thank you, Pokedex.
Am I right? Am I right? So we're on ambiance sometimes. It's
No, feel free. Just don't hurt yourself in doing so.
So,
No, I'm fine.
see, Yellow Ranger, the court has now heard the process of the case.
Ding! That's the brick coming back right there.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard at the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial to die. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency?
If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment.
Yes, you listen to the Power Ranger. Ochi! Chop chop!
Oh, excuse me. It's because the waiter was there. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the court case. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence to sworn witness who were present at the scene of the crime.
What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be more sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You've said it, Professor Mikotoba said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
That's a look of I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
That's actually a very humanizing element that I didn't expect from the main character, to admit that they're basically
That they're
scared.
afraid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How can you get that in game? Or in media, really?
Yeah.
I guess in previous Ace Attorneys, you were never the suspect. You were always prosecuted. No? At least in the few I've seen. And maybe I'm inexperienced in the matter. Never mind.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it?
What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Rinosuke. Ow! The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency.
Why do we have to do this every single time?
We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
Shut your holes! Indeed. Prosecutor Ochi, please continue with proceedings.
Well, if you were warned, the young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
All right.
He can be your devil or your angel.
If you were up to me, he wouldn't be there, rascal.
I can be anything you want, Judge. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever!
I just thought of a joke with it. I'll do anything you want, Judge, then be quiet.
That's perfectly fine, Liam. Yes, we're only £90 away from 4,500. And also, you get 2 tombola draws then. 2 additional tombola draws. That's 3 in total.
And that's not even counting the 4450 one as well. So, you know.
Oh, yes.
Another 3 on the way.
Yeah.
Well, remember, you because of the new rules, you actually get 2 draws at 4,500 because Adam messed up. So you can so we've already got 1 draw. You can get 1 more draw at £40. £90. You get another 2 draws. There's 4 draws we'll have to do. Donate, everybody.
You know you want to.
And yes, Liam. Everyone's is everyone having a good time?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Everyone's having a great time.
Having a wonderful time.
Everyone's having a great time, Liam. We're sorry you can't be here, but it is what it is. That's perfectly fine, buddy. You do you.
You get your rest for tomorrow's jams. Yes. There's hard mode bosses to be taken care of.
Indeed.
The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once.
Judge, I have to ask, what's that thing next to you?
Shut your hole.
Oh, God.
Look at these guys.
Well, then.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations
Can
to
I
the court.
please have the old man?
Yeah, sure.
Yes,
It's yours.
Yes.
The one on the left is already cast.
Yes.
Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army, Sergeant. Yes, sir, no, sir. Reporting for duty, sir.
Myself, I find employment as per fine articles of untwigged. Wow, okay, fine. Sure, those are words that I know, definitely. And I'm from Nippon. It's fine. Continue.
Antiquity and efflorescence.
And conduct my travel Rasutai, a humble premises in the 2nd district, Kurio, Korakuta, at your service.
I just want to quickly say, so he likes to do collect antique stuff, and he's called Korekuta. But if you say that in Japanese, it's Korekuta. Which means
Collector,
He's a curio collector.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Such a good pun.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Also, Bear's Job Crabtree, is that you?
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be at the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question. Always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business.
Can't understand.
It's fine,
a word
neither
of
can
what
I.
that old man is saying.
I feel like we cast the wrong role to I'm going
It's
ahead
fine,
with
it's
it.
fine, I'm trying.
Honestly, we just drifting, but you're doing great.
It's fantastic.
I was about to say, I really like the tempo that you had with it. I was like, whoo, that's a lot of words, yeah.
He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative! The enemy used to see the deck in the hood in what can only be described as an act of war, sir! It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir!
This man's as impossible to understand as the other.
I'm also pointing the wrong way.
Yeah, he's pointing right at the judge.
How dare you?
But I'm also almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
It was me going, yeah.
Quick, Duke Nukem says, "Okay, soldier Waluigi."
I'm changing the voice immediately.
Oh no.
Oh god.
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Of course, you're guilty.
Now the court will hear your formal testimony, Blaze. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Wah! Sir, yes, sir. Standing by ready to report, sir.
Oh, I hate it.
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
What the hell were you saying?
I don't know!
It looks like he's like sitting in like a vibrating chair.
It's like it's like the massage chairs, yeah.
Yeah.
What the witnesses saw. Oh, I love this piece of music.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good, yeah.
Wow! I was ingesting a regular beef stick at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Go on!
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
What he said. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. Oh my! I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian. Nah! And from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
on my hands and knees, investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. That is a very pretty vase.
Well, so you, Sergeant Nossa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Why, yes, sir. American sir, that wicked university cadet. Sir, the cruel and unforgivable enemy.
Stab someone.
Oh my god, he has a knife.
I have a knife. I'm very
Bailiff, tackle the man!
What time do you live in?
You just stabbed the other witness like
Yes, I'm going to stab him and claim his prize money.
Wow, there's a knife in my back.
God.
What times you live in where an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day?
But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Inosuke?
One unassisted.
Yes! All I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor.
But why did you do that, though? You idiots!
After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee.
Goodbye.
Then when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was still sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it.
Why is the professor armed?
So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up...
Bang.
Ooh, my goodness.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
There is?
That man literally has a knife.
I'm going to stab you.
That's a big one.
But you have a sword!
You must exercise your right to cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine?
Do it now.
Or die.
We have heard, Your Excellency. There is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt.
You Canadian all of a sudden?
It is my grave duty.
Yes.
What in the name of an emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
It makes more sense. I feel like it makes more sense in how it's translated in the fan translation where it's sir. I don't know.
Yeah. Instead of yes.
Yeah.
It's a weird translation.
Yeah. I mean the defense demands a right to a cross-examination.
Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it? How pathetic.
Oh? How did he know?
Because he's not blind, he can see.
And here.
The prosecution objects! This is a clear waste of time. The defendant has obviously no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Gore.
Osm is so commanding.
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses.
All right, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
What? I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You examine crosses. You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
How?
By donating to SpecialEffect.
If you go to justgiving.com/fundraising/WeirdBlast22 and click the Give Now button, you are able to give to SpecialEffect.
There you go. There's the proper exclamation mark game.
Yes. Mhm.
Yes. Please donate. We are so close to. If we could get to 4,500, that would be amazing.
Oh, yes.
4.5 by the end of the day would be fantastic.
That would be brilliant. Go for it, please. Please, genuinely, please donate to the cause. It would be amazing.
It would. You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier has said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but
It's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence.
right, evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now, let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. An attempt was made.
All right then, it's all or nothing.
God, his response to it, amazing.
Cross-examination.
Back.
Yes.
Could you explain the rules of how this works with VO?
With what?
When we pick an answer, we're just gonna continue to do the voices.
Yes. So what happens is the voices aren't. We don't do the new text. We only do what the witnesses say if a new line comes up from them. And if we do like hold it and pressing and such, we do the witness's voice as per normal. We just basically, as a group, collective decide what we want to do and the evidence, because we're technically all playing the game together. So effectively, we present the evidence we think is the best. However, we might need to press that information, and we'll continue doing the voices that much. Well,
basically, don't repeat anything that we've already read before.
Basically, yes.
The long and short of
it.
Yeah.
Also, it is 8 o'clock. Traditionally, we take a short break for 5 minutes just so everyone can get a drink and just kind of refresh their drinks because, of course, it's halfway through the stream. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to just quickly take a quick 5-minute reprieve as we get a drink to basically keep things going. We should be too long. And tell you what, while I'm getting a drink, I can... Is there anyone who is all right staying at the table? They could talk about...
I'm going to stay here. I could do some spinning if you fancy.
Ooh,
I do need a break.
Shout,
that's actually a good shout. Brilliant idea, Weird. Brilliant idea.
We can.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Hello,
Great ideas.
Hello, and welcome to the Weird FTW intermission. We are going to do some spinning for you as I get the Cage of Wonders. The name of it changes every so often. There we go. I don't know if they can see me on the screen.
Not yet. I am currently working on getting you up. Don't worry.
Okay. It's fine. So we have a spin to do, I do believe, because of that most recent donation. Let me just confirm where we are on the fundraising page at the moment. It doth say
£410.08.
Yes, we got that during this particular live. Yes, we got the judge's assistant donation, which means they're going to do a spin while people are refreshing their drinks. Here we go! If you would like more of these spins, consider donating to the cause. Whoop. There we go. And the spin has occurred, and the number is 11. Who is 11? Oh, God.
This man.
It's me. It's my friend's choice.
Hey.
Oh God, what have you picked from me?
I think actually, we'll probably think you're gonna get a real kick out of this.
Oh,
Shall I just say the
Just to establish to people who are watching, one thing that we've all signed up for is something called the Friends Choice, which is where all of the other Game Blasters all the other Weird Blasters, all the other Game Blasters be a lot of people, all the other Weird Blasters get into a conversation and pick a game for that one person to stream at some point. So they have all decided a game for me, and this draw means that they will now reveal the game to me.
And for the candidate streamer, Mr. Weird FW, I believe we have picked something that we think collectively is right up your alley. How about you enjoy Hollow Knight?
Oh my god! Yes. I've been putting that off for ages.
I think I was that came into my head. We had so many other ideas, and we were trying to debate what was right, and we kept coming up with like, oh, but maybe that wouldn't quite be right. And then I just had like this moment of like, Hollow Knight. Of course,
the eureka moment. That was it.
All right, yeah, I'd been putting that one off for bloody ages. So
I'm back, by the way.
Yes, they've now revealed because they've drawn the Friends Choice for me.
Hollow Knight.
Oh yes.
I think the big thing that actually made me realize how perfect that would be for you is the fact that you could do the voices of all the little characters in that game, and you're gonna love that.
Yes.
That was the moment where it's like, no, I'm changing my suggestions to that immediately. I want to see that as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Also,
I can't wait.
Hello, Mindwipe. Welcome, everyone. And don't forget to keep donating to GameBlast. We're raising money for Special Effect. Every £50, you get a tombola spin. We're at 4,200.
£4,410. We get £40, we'll do one more draw. If we get to
40.
£4,500, that's an extra 2 draws at that point, so you can get 3 draws from
it's only 90 quid away from an extra 3 draws, basically.
Yeah. If you want to average about 500 every particular day since we went into this weekend with 3,500 near enough, then if we could get to 4,500 before tomorrow kicks off, then please consider making a donation that benefits Special Effect, who makes specialized peripherals for disabled gamers so they can play just as well as everybody should. Let's help Special Effect level the playing field.
Mindwipe is an ambassador for that.
To that.
Yeah.
One more thing to add to that. There's obviously like crazy donations coming in. We've had donations in like 3 digits and close to like 500 and stuff. It really doesn't need to be a lot. The minimum requirement for a donation for Just Giving is £2. That's less than a meal deal. There are literally liquid drinks and stuff out there that are far more expensive than that.
Most coffees these days are more than 2 quid. So
exactly. So if you wish to support us, even £2 will contribute towards Special Effects, and we also will do stuff for that in return as well. So please, if you have a spare £2 lying around, please feel it. Do so and donate to Special Effect if you can, of course.
Root around the back of the settee if you so fancy. See what you can pick out. Maybe save on that a little serving of chips or something, or just any amount that you can donate. We would very much appreciate it, and you'll get a nice little cheer on the screen as well. It's all very nice.
Yes,
and we'll all scream like crazy in our voices. So. I'll turn off my camera for now. There we go. Okay.
Yes, and right. So let's get back to part 2 if everyone is here. So let's do the roll call. Drifting.
Yes, Amir.
Laura.
Present.
Hi.
Scarf.
Hello there.
Weird FW. Nico.
Okay.
Hello.
And Kay.
Oh, no,
she can't hear you.
Deafened.
She's not back yet. She's not back yet.
They are deafened.
Kay is not back yet. All right, what we'll do is we'll give it just a couple more minutes. We'll give it 5 minutes
Kay
at most.
She does say if she's getting water, if she's not back in time, Ebat can have Ryu.
Okay. I think it's best.
In the bench.
I still think. I mean, what do people think? I don't feel comfortable carrying on without them. I think it's just a good idea just to make sure that they're there. They're the voice at this point. I'm actually really enjoying this game quite a lot, especially its music.
Yeah, I'm going to say right now, probably one of the best Ace Attorney games. It really.
Oh,
when it comes
man.
to polish, it is genuinely one of the best ones. You will love this
It
game.
looks so pretty.
You're selling it to me, man. I've always said like we're doing Dual Destinies next, which I'm hoping if things work out, Laura should be our guest for the final case in that. Then of course we're going on to Ace Attorney Investigations 2, and then on to I think we'd do then Spirit of Justice, then the crossover with Flayton, and then finally we'll get to the Great Ace Attorney and do those.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll keep it brief, but basically Ace Attorney takes place during the Meiji period, and the Meiji period is a time when Great Britain got more involved with Japan, and basically it was a whole new era for Japan, as far as I know, and it's kind of like an era that you don't really hear a lot about here in the West. So it's also a topic that's extremely interesting, and yeah, this game touches it a little bit.
Okay, back.
Hello.
Awesome. Are you ready to
I
continue?
got food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. All right, then let's carry on. We're back playing the Great Attorney for charity. Be free. Of course, I'm going to post the link in because we might as well GameBlast. Give and give generously, or give a little. Doesn't matter. Or every little helps, as they say, for a certain non-certain branded supermarket.
Don't take me back to my old work days. God damn it.
Okay. All right. So, what the witnesses saw. So we've gone through this before. Shall we just do the standard thing of presenting or pressing, and then see where it goes from there?
I mean, I'm fairly certain I've spotted something, but I'll mention it when we get to it.
All right.
Oh.
Oh.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique?
I haven't actually thought of what I wanted to ask.
Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you.
All right then. This beef steak you mentioned. What kind of food is that?
Team son! Beef steak is a delicious cut of veal, and vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot.
Oh.
If food could receive medals of honor, beef steak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet.
Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So next question. This cutlet you mentioned. What kind of food is that?
Oh boy.
Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil.
We're not here for cooking lessons.
Insert your guilty verdict. Atone for your crimes and when you're released from prison. Try it.
Yes, sir, I will, sir. On the double, sir.
It's quite nice.
Sorry to interrupt, but...
What the hell are you doing?
What are you doing, Minosuke? I was trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case.
Oops, sorry. I'll do my best. So, next question.
I didn't think it was going to be, like, literally starting from, like, the square one of this. Like, he's thrown right into the fire with this one. And he did it himself as well.
It was something about... Hang on, I think there should be a button for the log.
Yeah, there is. There actually is, surprisingly, a history button now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It is in Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. It's just not in any other game.
Nice.
Nice.
So it also is in these games because that's a real good accessibility.
Also,
feature.
this is so perfect. Go on.
Yes. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of wah crying noise?
Negative. Crunchy. It's so crunchy. It is.
Ooh, crunch, yes.
Crunchy audio. Yes.
Oh, okay.
What crunch?
Let me just. I'm gonna quickly switch over to this while I fix that issue.
I'm on the screen now. Yes. Who's that DJ speaking? Oh, I'm gone.
You're gone. You're gone. So unfortunately, a problem with Discord is that you sometimes need to refresh the screen. Otherwise, it gets crunchy. The audio goes kind of weird for the viewers. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So there we go, and then we switch back. And has that solved the issue, guys?
It sounds good, yes.
Yes.
We're good now. Yes.
Well, at least we've learned that he's a big beef lover.
Affirmative.
It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. Oh, hey, we got an achievement.
Oh, achievement.
Impressor.
Cheers, Mindwipe. I do appreciate that, my buddy. It's yeah, it's great that we're doing our best for the cause, as it were. Alright, go on.
It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. But it's cool we got an achievement.
Okay, press.
Yes.
Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I. A Koban boy. Boy.
He's back on his vibrating
Or...
You mean an old Ito coin?
The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hoenn period entered my possession. I took myself to the restaurant the following day, with sad items in my bosom pocket.
That sounds painful.
Oh gosh. Secret.
It does. In the hope of an affluent skunk and appraisal of its indisputable value being present.
I put it up there. Yeah.
What? You did what?
So you were hoping to sell your Koban coin?
Actually, objection is very appropriate for this. This is the great Ace Attorney.
There are objections.
There are indeed.
There's other call-outs too. It's fun. To Sergeant Nosa, whom you met at the restaurant?
Yes, it's quite clear where you're going with this, boy.
Yes?
You were about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious Koban.
It's true. I stole it.
Isn't that so?
That's why I brought the knife.
He has a gun.
He has a gun.
I brought a knife to a gunfight.
Oh god. You little upstart cadet. You want to add disrespecting your superior officers to your list of crimes, do you? Blatant subordination.
No, I didn't say anything. Although penniless might just be the word I was looking for.
In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday luncheon. There remained precious few present with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business.
Can I use that massager after you're done?
No.
The gentleman beside me, who was grappling with his braised veal at the time, was my sole prospect. What a prospect!
No, that was correct. That was
Yeah.
the Curio guy.
Oh, I'm
yes.
sorry. I took your identity for a minute. I would return your face.
The gentleman beside me who was grappling with his braised veal at the time was my sole prospect.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. There's no lip syncing, but it doesn't really matter. We just tend to be fair, we ad lib and we throw funny lines in. So
Yeah.
When you're looking at the text as well, sometimes it's easy to not notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I haven't linked the name to the character yet, so it's fine.
True.
I see.
Well, you shush.
Oh.
So you're saying that you actually saw me at that time?
Ah! Affirmative! I saw you. Laughing, cackling, like a madman as you train the barrel of your gun. You have a gun on this English civilian.
Couldn't hold my laughing.
I love the little slap he does on the desk.
Gentle
Cute.
slap.
But that's impossible. I only...
Allow me to confirm just one point, please.
He hasn't unlocked the power of the lawyer slap yet.
Yeah.
What's that, Private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table.
And so what if it was?
Means you're a lying bitch. I'm sorry. Language, I apologize. Well, if it really is the case, it would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
We have expended our one curse word for the entirety of this stream now. Let's keep things PG-13.
I think the rule is you can swear as much as you want for PG-13, unless it's the F word. Then you're over.
And double.
Okay, Dick Dastardly.
Dread and double dreads.
I bet it was an intentional reference.
My sixth sense.
Sorry?
Motley, do something.
My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind.
Excuse me, sir, I'd like to call some BS in the room.
Which means a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadets.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Sorry.
Okay, back to it.
That was a really good impression, though.
Oh, God.
It was.
Surely that's not possible, is it?
Do you think I'd have got where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air? Son?
Well,
Son?
it would seem this soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed.
I believe it.
This is not good.
An ultimate statement.
Yes! Oh?
So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that was...
I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadets! Who else do you see around here in black uniform?
Points to Sogi. Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but...
It was you, you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man! And he didn't even like it! From behind his back! And you call yourself a citizen of the great Empire of Nippon! You disgust me! Wow!
I'm just vibing over here.
Literally.
His face looks directly at the camera.
Looks like he's on The Office.
What is it, Rinosuke?
I'm not quite sure. It's something the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind.
In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence to the court. Thrust it in the witness's face and make him choke on it.
Oh, choke it down, choke it good.
Very
naughty. This is actually the last thing.
Naughty.
Oh.
On your hands and knees? Could you explain that, please?
Getting worse.
It goes like this.
Turn back.
I'd really rather not.
It goes like this. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes.
That's right, spurning the arthritis I was in order to retrieve the lost piece.
Slide to the left, slide to the right.
Take it back now, yo.
What lost piece are you referring to?
Oh, God.
The Koban, of course! The exquisite Hoenara Koban coin!
Your teeth.
I had just been showing the rare treasure to the military man as he masticated his meal. What is meal? I don't want to know.
It means chew.
I hope so. After averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. He devoured it.
The Koban vanished?
Yes, that too.
Welcome back, Nico.
And I began to acquaint myself with the intricacies of the floor in order to locate it. And then it happened.
Oof. You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Yes, I just heard it right now.
None other than. None other than. I feel that line is incomplete, though it was of no concern of mine. I'm on the floor, but it's no concern of mine. Frantically scrounging the floor for the aforementioned lost treasure.
It's lost treasure.
Mm-hmm. I'm a pirate, you know.
So, in fact, you didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred?
Indeed. Myself, I. Grammar lesson from Yoda I took. I did not.
You've got the ears for it.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here.
Listen, Rinosuke. We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them.
I understand that. The question is how?
Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected. You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing R. Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency.
An inconsistency.
I wish I could actually do a Yoda impression, because I would definitely use it for this guy.
When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other, present your evidence with X and rip the witness apart.
I would do that literally with my sword, but that's kind of illegal.
Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart, and you'll receive a guilty verdict.
That's what the confidence save is for.
So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find an inconsistency with a witness's statement.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
You can hear the witness's statements over and over again, as many times as you'd like. So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner.
As he goes with his katana.
Gambate.
Alright, so, Scarf, you said that you had a theory. So, since you're the one that kind of heard it earlier, what do you propose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The details of how he refers to the gunshot don't necessarily ring true to me.
The picture shows from the front, and you were saying that you keep saying from the back. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the phrase "unloaded" that you mentioned earlier as well kind of seems to suggest that there's more than one shot, but I that might not have anything to do with it. But I do think the fact that it was in the front rather than the back is probably the main thing to focus on first of all.
Fair enough. Take care, my weight. Thanks for putting in, my buddy, and yes, live long and prosper, my friend. Take care of yourself.
Good day.
Take care.
So we've got evidence. This statement we clearly can see here that you're right. Shot from the front. So I'm guessing we present this.
From the front, and the bullet didn't pass through.
Shall we present this then?
Do it.
I would say so.
Yeah.
It's the best bet, I think.
All right, get ready for your objection then, Kay.
Alrighty.
Yes!
Oh, okay.
Yes!
Yes!
What are you playing at, cadet? What's the meaning of this insubordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache. Get it off.
Inconsistency, sir! I mean, yes, there's a clear inconsistency here.
It's him peering at the documents quickly.
Oh!
Yeah.
What nonsense! What can this print possibly tell us what we don't know already?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
He's asleep.
I've borrowed the massager.
I want that back.
Oh, this is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Cosmo, what?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant Ayesa no, sir.
Yes, sir. What, sir?
The statement you just made was this. The black-uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I said it better, though, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes.
Yes, I see.
Yes. But no, that just can't be.
Yes, but no.
And why not, cadet?
Because.
Reasons.
Just say living in it.
Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest.
Ah.
Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind.
It came from behind.
And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
Ooh.
What the?
There's a baby. What?
Okay.
Well, that explains the why.
What the? What was that? Somebody just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again.
I'm
Just a
calling it now,
figment
but
of
I
your
don't know. I think
imagination.
the baby did it by accident.
Certainly, there's a clear discrepancy with the facts here.
It was the baby all along.
It's a
Baby
baby.
all along.
I'm looking forward to your baby voice, Ebak.
Yes.
Would you not agree, Sergeant Nusa? Yes, sir. At the juncture that would appear to be indisputable.
Oh, he's wearing a papoose. I just realized that that's what the cross thing is on his...
Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak.
Also, Connor, the reason why he stands up constantly is like he's shaking the baby up a little bit. It's so good. It's such a good game. What?
I love the delight.
Yeah. The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Ayesa Nosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd!
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple.
Instant translocation.
There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Oh, damn!
If microphones had been invented, I would drop one.
Inconsistencies here. Awarded.
There's been a complete turnabout in the Damn it. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
I sent the like at home, everyone. He said,
Everybody take
Roll
his shots.
credits.
Yeah, but I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes!
I never fired the gun! All I did was pick it up off the floor.
Lovely cheese sandwich. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot, Evie?
Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. This floor is my friend.
There are many like it, but this one is my flaw.
I have fallen and I choose not to get up.
Oh yes, you were looking for your Koban coin, weren't you?
Indeed, the prize Koban.
Bless you.
Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap had it fallen there, and then it happened.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded home treasure. How many times do I have to repeat this? Nothing could distract me.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No. No. I predicted myself, no.
I see.
That lamentable day, the precious home Koban was lost to me. I'm depressed. No doubt some unscrupulous candid pocketed the prize coin for himself, which is why I brought the knife to this court. Come on to you!
Hadouken, as I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send the full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now.
No matter how much Japan feels need to be Great Britain's whipping boy.
What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Very not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
There's a tiger? Run!
There's a wolf.
Knives, tigers, swords, everything in this courtroom.
Oh my!
There's a tiger and a wolf inside all of us.
Oh God!
The wolf among us.
Oh God!
My witnesses have further testimony to make.
I do?
Explion!
Upon hearing the next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could have possibly committed these despicable crimes.
It's mountable now!
The equally despicable defendant, Ryosuke Naruhodo.
What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Very well, the court invites the witnesses to testify again! You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that
alligator?
Is that Crow?
As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir, at once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir!
Happy baby.
Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out of over your shoulder, I think.
Affirmative! The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Ido.
I don't know, sir.
Oh, God.
Dad, why do you like this?
Oh, 8:30 strikes again.
Oh my goodness. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Aito, Teen-chan! Your father is about to quell the enemy here. Watch and learn, my boy!
I just want to say this because it made me laugh, and yeah. So I streamed this before it even came out, and so we were using the Japanese names. But before we knew the name of the baby, like before the baby was introduced, we called the baby Poggers. This is just important because it makes me laugh.
Wow.
That is all. Poggers the child. Poggers the baby.
Poggers the child.
Fuck is the baby?
I don't know. I think I don't know, sir. Is just better. I'm just sorry. It's just.
No, that's not. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it's funny. I think
know.
it is a nice addition. You know.
Oh my god.
The true culprit.
Certainly the happiest member of this court right now. Ah! Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
I don't work there. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out!
Yes!
Wait, that's nonsense.
I didn't even get a chance to speak, you little shit.
The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all.
Please! Enough of the outbursts already!
There was a woman. There was a young woman at his table.
Good for him.
Also, I'd like to say, everyone, if we can get up to 4,500, I have a proposal for the group for the last 45 minutes. If we get to 4,500, what say we let chaos reign and everyone switch roles?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. That sounds
That'd be hilarious.
amazing.
Oh god.
Yes,
I would be
please.
down for that.
Please
Yes.
Bring us
Yeah,
to
it would be
4,500, we'll do it.
4,500, we will randomize the voices.
We demand chaos.
We will randomize the
We're just
voices.
gonna
90
take it in
pounds,
turns, every new line. It's
No.
just gonna-
We simply would say, okay, no one knows a defined role. No one can be cast as the role they were playing before. It has to be voiced by someone new. So that's basically what we would do.
Yes.
Okay.
But okay, I've got an idea, Ebac. I don't know if we're seeing this in the right order. So I've got in my queue, I have Ebac, Drifting, Laura, Scarfulu, Weird, myself, and Kay. What if we all move one to the right?
I think that would be too confusing. It's better if we just recast people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and, and I don't think
We'll do that then.
However,
it's the same
for
for everybody in here. So.
assuming we're still doing this next year, I'll prepare more and probably bake this into the event next year.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
All right, let's do it. Well, for now, stick to your roles until such a thing happens.
Already.
It's happening.
Not yet. It's not happened yet. Because that takes us up to 4,020. We need to get up to 4,500, but we're on our way there. Thank you so much for your donation.
Yeah.
Every
Sorry, when I said-
donation is absolutely
Wait,
fantastic.
are we at 420.69? Am I understanding that correct?
440.
Yes,
Oh no.
he just did that.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you very much for the donation. More people, everybody. That's fantastic. And that brings us, I think we're at, what? It was still at
having way too much
88% so far. That's
Yes.
fantastic.
88%?
4,421. Okay.
Come on, people.
About 29 off of the next tombola.
Yes. And 79 from Chaos! As you were.
Chaos will reign.
Oh boy.
But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Nice.
Chaos reigns.
Amazing.
Okay. Can I like call a new character then?
If you want to call characters, should go for it.
I want to be the old man. The old man witness.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So weird. You were the judge, and yes and no. So before, who do you want to voice now?
I can take the judge if no one else wants.
Nico, you're now the judge.
Main character, the Ryu. I want that one.
Woo. Nice.
Ryu is weird.
Can I have the assistant?
Of course, yes.
The-
So,
Cosmo?
I'll do ouchie.
she is
Oh,
Laura.
you're gonna do fantastic.
The judge is now voiced by Nico. Okay, who else do we need to cast? We got weird Nico, drifting Laura, and who do you want to take drifting? You want to take?
I want to take the assistant. I forgot his name.
Sogi.
Come-
Yes,
Cosmo.
Sogi. How about you? How
Also,
about you,
Nico,
Kay?
does that make Nico yes sir, no sir?
No, yes and no, so can be voiced by someone else. I might take
could
yes.
do one.
I would
Yeah,
put that
yeah,
to Kay
Ebek, you
because
go.
my character Hosonaga hadn't been back in for a while, so I could probably give that to Kay if that's all right.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Just
All right, I'll
suggest-
take it on
suggestion.
Sonaga. Yeah.
Suggestion. Okay.
Have you got
Well,
a voice feedback?
That's fine. It's fine. I'm trying to kind of make sure that I've got
think
everyone's no down here.
There's a new character coming up at some point semi soon, and I think Ebak would be fine with Ebak may not be fine with that, but we can negotiate with that. So
Oh, that's
Ebak
fine.
we can shuffle a
I
little.
could do whatever. All right then.
Oh, lovely.
Let's do this.
Oh,
Chaos
all sorts of-
reigns. So please continue.
All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, is
Just
it?
one more
You
quick
must have-
thank you for just thank you
Please,
whoever
thank-
did that £100.
thank you, Chaos Reigns.
Thank you.
We have a good idea who it is, but
Oh.
we
An
still
idea,
appreciate
an
it.
idea.
Avalon Inc. says, does
We
the
have
guy
our
on the left
suspicions.
really need to use the restroom? He keeps bobbing up and down.
Yeah.
He's got a child. Is what's happening.
Mate, who was
Oh
the
my God.
restroom? Sir.
Sir, yes, exactly. AF said, nice, great cause with the £10.61 donation, and there was no message, just chaos reigns from 100. Oh my God. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Objection! If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly.
Oh my God.
We are not here to listen to your fantasies. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, Counsel?
Indeed. Of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one plate set.
Certainly. Based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else.
Oh no, it's me. Hello.
No, it's you now. It's you now.
Yeah, I know, I said. This doesn't make any sense.
The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record.
Photographic print of the crime scene has been entered into the court record.
Thanks, Bugadex. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman.
The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. So I guess you're hallucinating.
But that's not true. I saw her. I swear I saw a woman with him.
It would seem that we'd be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain one time after all. The witness testimony we have just heard leaves no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Taketsuki Ouchi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor.
Oh my god.
Depression.
What a prick. How could this be happening?
Who can say where the road goes?
The judge is ready to rule.
Oh, I'll just do this. Centaurus.
I think this is drifting.
Yeah,
it's
go.
drifting.
Oh, drifting. Go.
Centauri, Inosuke, it's not over yet.
What?
If what you say is true, then there is something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma.
Well, you asked to defend yourself, so you're gonna have to do it.
The defense is entitled to a cross-examination of the witness, but make it quick. Understood?
Rules can be so unbending at times.
Oh god. Okay.
You brought this upon yourself.
Considering the new people haven't voiced these testimonies yet, or is it going to be new ones?
Oh,
I think it's gonna be new ones, maybe.
Do you know what? True culprit. Let's I mean,
This is a cross-examination. So it's the we're going over the lines again.
We
have
but
heard
it was
this before,
before the switch,
yeah,
wasn't it?
the thing when we do the thing is we'll have to ask questions, so therefore there'll be new voice acting to do. So that's fine. We'll press.
Okay.
That's good. Let's press.
Yes. No! It's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't buy that gun.
Who's doing no sir?
Who is
No,
doing
you eBack?
I could do no sir.
I think it's you back. Yeah,
If you got,
I
you
had
should.
no sir.
Have you got someone, Scarf?
I've got the old man.
Okay, yeah, of course. Just trying to check. Is everyone else got a role? Kay, have you got a role?
I've got Hosonaga. I'm gonna be
Okay, that's fine.
later.
All right. You have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet.
I don't think so.
Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked.
Yeah, I didn't see that at all. Did you?
Did you see it? Did you see me blink?
I try not to look at your face every chance I can. How could I?
And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did blink. So there you have it.
Have what?
There, shut! The sound of the firearm rang in my ears in the very next moment. I saw you away with the gun of the Englishman.
I think that says it all, don't you? And let us not forget that the antiques dealer witnessed the accused in this most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Korikuta-san?
My
Yes, but you just got it the foreign lad he was. That young lad in black. That my shaded myself see.
Oh my god, if I did not know that was you, Scarf, I would not know that was you.
Listen, I've been practicing my old man voices for D&D. You have to understand.
Amazing.
Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. But I've told you already, that's only because I picked it up off the floor.
Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you can explain it away.
I just finished drinking my coffee and I was just about to leave the restaurant when...
Bang.
I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up.
Rosie says your voice is amazing, Connor, by the way. your old man voice.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
And exactly that moment. Bang! For this episode, Eback is the gun. A gunshot rang in my ears.
Eback is the Foley man.
Follow events beyond our control, ladies. When 900 years old you reach.
Babble, toil, and trouble. Sorry, what do you mean?
In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament.
Please put the knife away.
Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the command from the floor and found myself in an equally testing predicament as a result.
I'm sorry, guys, not laughing at this.
I don't know.
That's amazing.
Anyway, please, myself, I did see you with a pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner.
I'm honestly so glad you took the role.
Yes, me too. More visual search the premise at the time confirmed that we were not the only person present.
Yes! You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection! As you have been at pains to point out time and time again. I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear.
Now that sounds unhealthy.
And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
Ah! If only there'd been more people dining there at the time. Someone else would have noticed her.
Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know. Of course the place was almost empty. Oh, wait, that's on me. Never mind.
Oh, I know. Of course the place was almost empty. You just said that yourself.
Yeah.
What you
Nice. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat.
It's a late lunch, though.
There's alcohol in the flask.
I was hoping they would have noticed. Maybe I shouldn't have put it on the table. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of the day, and why he was alone. Maybe he was in a different country.
Maybe.
Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason.
There was?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Counsel?
It's a medical report card, Your Excellency. I thought you were Japanese. You could read that. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
You are correct. I need
God.
to clean up my Japanese. Hotta clinic? Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question.
This is no laughing matter, Judge.
It's more the fact that I, as someone in the 18, is like, oh, the Hotter Clinic. Oh no. That seems very familiar as a name.
I've heard a lot of fan rumblings about a very cursed character called Hottie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ah, right.
Don't tell me Larry Butts is going to show up at some point in all of this.
I mean,
a time machine.
In a time machine, yes. I mean, to be fair, if there's anyone who could fall into a time machine by accident, it'd be Larry, you know.
Just randomly appears so many years back in the past, it would be Larry Butch, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, he's so much of an idiot, if he did that, he'd probably become his own grandfather.
Yes, somehow.
It's Back to the Future, this. Just completely.
19th of November, noon to past 1 p.m.
The very day of the incident.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple.
Yo, thank you so much for the raid, Cooper. Ready with 8 people. Hello, everyone. Welcome to...
Howdy.
Welcome to our GameBlast special of Silly Voices with the GameBlast crew, which is Weird FW, Scarfulu, Laura Petal, and of course, what up, Nico from Buddy Games. And of course,
the Ace is here.
joining us regularly is from the regular cast, Drifting and Kay.
Hello.
And we're all doing it for GameBlast. Look how well we're doing. We're so close.
Oh my god.
Less than
Connor,
500
the old man
pounds.
voice.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to try out doing an old man voice. I've been itching to do that. As soon as they had the opportunity, oh my god, I could change roles and be this old man. Yes.
Anyone to be like, I have honed my craft for this date.
I'm honestly just glad that he took it from me. Like, as much as I enjoy doing the role, I'm not English versed enough for it.
For anybody who's come through on the raid, please go to that URL and consider making a donation. We are so close to hitting our target. It's ridiculous.
I know. We're less than 500 now away.
Yeah, I was just saying that 90%. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really had no bearing on the case.
I wonder, what do you think, Ryunosuke?
Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful.
Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report being submitted as evidence or not?
I'm very strongly hinting that you should.
Yeah, let's have that.
Yes. Just that Sims is being like, hello, Mr. Thompson. He's stepping in his foot.
Excuse me. Can I get some of that? I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
On what grounds?
Lot reasons.
The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence will be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Objection! Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore our possible avenues.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
Very well. The court will grant the defense request.
I see that flask getting empty.
The youngster these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
Oh, God. That bit just got a bit too real for all of us.
Oh my goodness.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record.
Chills down my spine reading that line, on the all honesty.
Some of us, I think, came in to do that voice. I just went, yes, I'm being, sir.
The victim's medical report card has been entered into the court record.
What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
We have to try and find a blue paw print somewhere.
Right. Okay, I hear you.
You can
Or you
conspire
should
to
listen, not
prolong.
just hear.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt.
That's what you say.
Well, feel free to reiterate for the accused, corrector-san.
Here we go.
Indeed, although he was the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Yes!
Hey. So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone.
Yes, I did. Forgive me for the position I placed you in.
So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? Oh. I'm gonna have a bruise on my head in a minute. Why do I keep doing this to myself? And let's not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support these statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beefsteak on the victim's table, a meal for one.
No.
The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. Very unlikely, but not impossible. But if so, then why?
If I'm perfectly
No,
honest,
I asked you something.
Yeah, sorry. Again, it's the names. They switch ever so slightly.
Yeah. It's fine.
If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea.
Therefore, no one other than the bucket room cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over an out.
Yes! Over an out.
Why aren't you telling the truth?
Why did you take it?
I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed, but for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible.
Said that witnesses flat out lie without any evidence.
Brave of you, sir.
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone.
Sorry?
The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone.
That's right.
Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady.
Phantom of the Opera.
But I...
If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof, or are your fantasies taking over yourself, young man?
I don't tell anyone about that.
And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time.
There's nothing I can say to that.
I can't get it myself.
He sounds like he's enjoying it a bit much.
Excellent work, Rinasuke. We've gleaned some new information now. Glean? Sure.
Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see it brings any discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes. This is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
How exactly?
By looking at it. I notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press A and you can take a closer look at the piece in question. Use the Konami code to rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles.
Mwah, mwah.
Oh,
And by using the opposite one.
The Konami code in reverse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before.
Oh, I'm stood up now.
And
I need to
shoot them
stretch
for
my
the
legs.
crosshairs.
If the crosshairs start to pulsate,
I would check your. I'll see your doctor.
say to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
Oh yeah, it clearly says I was shot. He was shot before he even entered. All right, okay. I'll see what I can do. I need to use up, down, down, left, right, BA plus to expect any areas in the evidence that look suspicious.
Okay, so here we are. We can now examine the medical report card. Let's actually have a look.
Ooh.
Okay, so we go. says Hotter Clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries and the people within them. Oh, no.
Aren't they all the same?
When I was 5, I caught the only cold I ever had in my life. And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm. Ugh. I'll never forget it. Never in my whole life.
Most people would give their right arm to have had only one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything.
Okay.
Medical report card requires for every visit. Hotter clinic. Dentist, hotter clinic.
It's a dental one. It's like his medical report card was first issued quite some time ago.
It's probably a record of long-term treatment, that's why. With a family doctor, I imagine.
Well, I can't imagine. I have no brain. Going to a doctor, I mean, as long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one.
We're in ancient Japan, that's not gonna take long. Well, if you were dead, there'd be no point, so you don't like doctors then?
Why would you? They make you drink horrible tasting medicine, they give you painful injections, and then they demand lots of money from you for the privilege, or when you're at your lowest ebb.
You sound like a model patient.
Yeah, I'm not liking the guy I'm voicing right now.
A bad case of stubbornness, no less, for which the only cure is very bitter medicine.
I have to admit,
indeed.
I'm actually very much in the same line of Ruske. I just dislike doctors and all that, although I understand it's necessary. I just really dislike it.
Yeah.
I don't like
going
going
to
to the
the dentist
doctors
when your
either.
teeth hurt.
What
It's
is
a creased.
Yeah, what's the
What's
crease?
the crease?
Curious.
Can you open it?
It's a booklet. Ooh.
Stamps.
Pokemon badges.
Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. And there is an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief.
Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain.
But there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well.
Don't eat meat.
Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed.
You were not far off.
Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. Hints?
Contradiction, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed.
Was he the one eating?
It's all clicked.
With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes.
So I think it's time we listen to the testimonies again, don't you?
Definitely.
Well then, there we go. There was 2 people because one of them wasn't eating, and we know that that person was there.
They shouldn't have been eating.
Standing all by himself. There we go. Let's do this.
Yes. Present the dental record. Either they were eating with someone else, or they were eating alone and being dumb and eating meat at the same time. Well, I think,
But what are you whispering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer?
I wish I could. First and foremost here, I'm the accused.
Yes, okay. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kazuma.
I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was that you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Just say it!
All right. Thanks for the advice.
You're welcome.
Kurikuta-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim.
Ah, I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy?
Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement, something clearly doesn't add up.
Objection! Dear me, dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what?
You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
But...
Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
But that's...
Remember, Yasuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies the court have heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else beside this pale-faced pupil who could possibly have interrupted
You learned
later.
the slam.
This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that?
What? That outburst half petrified me, boy.
Good.
Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be irrelevant?
Perhaps
Yes.
because Hotter Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted.
What's this now?
And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating.
Oh, just what are you trying to say, cadet? You had orders not to eat, so what?
It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
What? No, that can't.
Kurikuta-san,
What, boy? What?
as you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all.
I know.
Additionally,
There's more.
you have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case!
I'm so proud of him for learning the slam.
He got there in the end.
Yes.
Because the victim, as we know now, we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic.
Ah!
Expertly done, partner.
Well done, Lewis. That's good.
Objection! What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at the photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Objection? Use your head. It's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Can't you follow the logic?
How dare you!
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant's case have turned.
Damn.
Ha! Nobody less than I will. Wouldn't you agree, Mianosuke?
Yes, most definitely.
So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beefsteak? Hammer time. The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel?
Counsel? Oh, that means me, doesn't it? Sorry.
Yes, it does. Alright,
It
the answer to
does.
this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of your turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been
Me.
Me.
and
I mean,
as yet unknown third
Yeah,
party, I
it's
would presume.
the woman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not that they've seen them.
But I just love that you can pick yourself for some
He
reason.
was not having boy surges all along. He was not hallucinating a woman with his boy surges.
Yeah, obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection!
Objection! You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person!
Yes!
There was, because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Ow. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else eating there. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial, relentlessly.
Kazuma.
Shush! I'm fighting for you here.
Are you insane?
Maybe.
You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel, I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have issue with them, those two witnesses in the stand.
What?
What are you talking about?
We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury.
Perjury?
And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
Complicit in murder?
Oh. Hold it! Negative! There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting.
Oh.
I was just following orders.
That's right, as the man says. You just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us.
Yo.
Oh. What? What did you just say, Kurekuta-san?
You know, the chance my brother said he's going too high.
Get off of that Wii Fit pad. You were just following orders?
But I like that he's hiding behind the face, though.
Hold on, lad. I was,
The child's upset now.
Say you never saw the gentlewoman. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
What?
Objection!
Objection! What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair?
Just one teeny, weeny little. Just one simple sort of tongue.
Hold it! Order! Oh God!
Oh my God, Nico!
Oh my God, Your Honor!
That sounds like a Dalek shouting order.
Gato! What the hell was that?
Test. Am I in?
Okay, yeah,
We're
it's fine.
You're good.
We're taken over by Daleks. It's fine now.
I thought
I'm back.
they just about to exterminate all of us.
Yeah.
Just me.
What the hell?
All right, everyone, order! Council, explain what's going on here.
Ow. It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
People just keep hurting themselves. It's terrible.
Yes.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this.
Well, then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouths shut?
Let's cut our information!
Oh God, he's pulling on his mustache.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
You wouldn't! It's gonna be happening!
Me and us, Kay. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. Also, the baby's mutilating his dad.
Don't make me use as far as I know how to use it.
However, I don't believe Ouchie had any idea about it.
What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there's only a handful of possibilities. Could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. I'm tripping over my words.
So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut.
Of course, we'll need evidence before we can make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here.
But how? How can we possibly... Oh.
Remember how we made progress before?
Before?
We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose.
Sirs, if it is proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe.
Please, wait, Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing.
And what does the defense have to say about all of this? Huh?
The thing is crunchy.
Your Excellency, the audio, everything is gone turned into Rice Krispies. Crunchy audio. Crunchy
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Put me in the game.
I'm having so much fun with this game.
I know, it's... oh, don't worry, we'll get to it. Give me a second. Okay, go on.
Hey, folks, donate to Gameblast22, yo! Do it! Well,
90%.
Your Excellency. No time to think.
And no time left, unfortunately. It is 9:30. We have to end there. That is where our playthrough of the Great Ace Attorney will cease. And what will happen is, I mean, to be fair, it's such a shame because if I wasn't doing Ratchet and Clank next, I would just say let's keep going. But it is what it is. Plus, also, that's going to go on late. But I want to thank everyone who's been part of this. Before we actually conclude, we've got some Spins?
Oh,
Spins?
Oh, we have
Oh.
3 don't we?
3 more spins,
Three
that's right.
spins.
Yes.
3 spins?
Yes.
Blimey!
Blimey
Oh my
O'Reilly.
Oh my
Right.
goodness
Take
me.
a very quick break, but I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yes.
Right.
Okay then.
So
I will get set up in the meantime.
as
I-
you're getting set up, I'm going to quickly go through and just thank everyone who's been part of this stream. So that's Drifting and Kay, who are usually with me on Silly Voices on Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. GMT. I want to thank you both for joining us for this.
Of course.
You're welcome.
And I want to thank the Game Blasters who come in, Laura, Scarf, Weird, and Nico, who, you know, they were very generous in wanting to do this, and I thought it was a good idea. And I definitely think if we're continuing to do this, we'll bring it back next year, and we'll have some planned stuff for that next year. Speaking of, if if any of you guys want to come back as guests in the final cases of games that we do in the future, let us know. We'll see if we can fit you in the schedule. And yeah,
I would recommend it. It's been a damn good time when I joined in.
And it's not over.
Yeah.
GameBlast is continuing. GameBlast is continuing. We've got next, I'll be playing Ratchet and Clank Wreck in Time. Later on, Laura, you'll be continuing with Gran Turismo, I'm not mistaken.
Gran Turismo Sport, yes, second part of that. Lewis Hamilton has to be beaten.
And tomorrow morning, what are you doing?
And tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m., I am running runs in Hades, trying to escape the underworld and find lots of coin.
And immediately after that, there's a boss rush going on Buddy Games' stream.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually going to be really excited for that. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tackle that.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta fight
I might try and
bosses.
forgo my nap and catch some of that.
Then immediately after that, Weird, what are you doing tomorrow? It's Banjo-Kazooie, I believe, for you.
It's another one of my first time ever plays, and this time it's the retro game on N64 via Nintendo Switch Online service, which is going to be Banjo-Kazooie. I've never played it before. I'm so excited to finally give it a go. So
Then after that, it's Scarf. What are you doing, Scarf?
Well, we'll be going from the bear and the bird to a fox in a suit, because I'm going to be playing Spy Fox 1 and 2, which I haven't played before, but I have been playing a few humongous games this week, and they're a very nice chill time. It's going to be a very nice, fun, low-key stream, I think.
Tomorrow's Multiblast event is going to be, Buddy Games has hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire stream, which I am really excited about. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Do it, yes.
I'm gonna fail terribly.
Me too. Yeah, I'm going to be awful. And then in the evening following that, I'll be finishing off with Jak and Daxter. I don't believe. Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic thing. As for Silly Voices, if you liked what we did at Silly Voices, we do it every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. We're taking a couple of weeks off, but when we return, we're starting Dual Destinies. So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got some tombola spins to do.
Let's give it a go. We got 3 to do because we got 1 at 4450, and then you get up to actually 2 at this next level because I messed up with numbers and things. So you're getting 3 spins right now. Let's see what comes on out.
As you
You
spin,
can still
say goodbye
donate,
to
people.
As you spin, guys, can you say bye to my recording? Bye,
Bye, recording.
Spinning it the other way, grabbing it. It is. Oh. Number 31.
31.
Someone's set is complete! Buddy Games!
Buddy Games with a full set!
All of Buddy Games' draws have finally become out, and it concludes with the host's multiplayer choice, which is going to look rather familiar. Is Nico back yet?
I
welcome
am
back.
back.
Here
I'm trying
we
to
go.
find the hello. I'm trying to find the GameBlast document that we had.
That's so cool. We know what it is.
we could tell you. We could tell you.
Oh, that would be amazing, actually. I just need a hint because I'm pretty sure what it is.
We may have played it.
We played it on Friday night.
Yeah, we may have played it.
Oh
this time
yeah, we're gonna
yesterday.
play more Project Winter,
Yes!
Yeah, we are.
which is
Brilliant.
not a bad thing because that stream was terrific.
It was fun.
Yes.
It was really good.
I'm looking forward to playing even more. That'll be great. Yes. All right. Well, that's all of Buddy Games drawn out of the tombola. So congratulations, you guys.
You've got a full set.
Oh, so
My
beautiful here.
voice is still in squeaky mode from playing this old man. The voice crack is still slipping through.
You were.
You got all 10 of yours, and oh, actually, I need to tick something.
Also,
Sorry.
no
go.
insult to Kay, but what I really loved about your playing Rinsuke Weird is you got like the deer in headlights aspect of Ryusuke, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm glad. I'm
Throw
glad
the
I
fry
got
pan
that.
into the fire.
Thank
Oh
you,
my
Professor Juice.
god.
Professor Jute in the chat says, "I love how the suspension music is still playing."
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh, is it? I didn't realize.
It is, yes.
I love how Burr's thrown 1,000 bits at you.
Oh, thank you
Oh
so much,
my
Burr. I
God.
much appreciate that. But if you're any of the audience people, I appreciate the bits, but the point is GameBlast. Donate to GameBlast. Donate, donate, donate.
Donate.
Chloe,
We're
you
so
guys
close
are
to reaching
super talented.
5k. It's
Like,
so
we
amazing.
shifted and it fitted so well still. How is that possible? Like, props to everyone who shifted.
We are-
That was so good.
We are performers. We are. We
To be fair,
well in the
we do that on Silly Voices. Like if we feel like someone's got like talking to themselves, we switch roles, and sometimes it just ends up like, you know, yeah, that's great, go for it.
Yep. It's happened a few times. All right, let's go for another spin. Someone make a sound!
Sound.
Okay, and
Apollo.
roll a draw.
What does it say?
What does it say? Read the number aloud.
Number 48, and
48?
it is Scarfulu.
Oh, is it now? Okay.
Okay.
Would you like to go into some detail on the selections you made for your audience 4-game vote?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Have you been kinder to yourself this year?
I have actually, yeah.
Thank God.
The audience 4-game vote this year. The theme last year was obviously Scarfulu rematch, like going for bad games that I reviewed previously. This year, I've gone for vampire games that I haven't played because I like games with vampires in them. You know, it's pretty obvious.
Really? I would have
so-
guessed.
So that's there's 4 options: Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Blood Omen: A Legacy of Kain, Vampire, and Vampire the Masquerade Redemption.
Oh,
There
lovely.
you go.
See if
That
tonight
sounds
gets
great.
my vote.
Oh, what would be your vote?
Symphony of the Night.
I have
my
a feeling that one might be a popular choice, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
People surprised me with my audience. I got
Yep.
Wallace and Gromit out of my audience choice thing last year, so you know.
What
See
is
what
a
comes
man?
What is
All right. We got one more spin out of this bad boy.
Okay.
Here we go. There's not a lot of tombola balls left in this thing,
Jeez.
I gotta say.
Almost there. We did it.
For your bonus 4,500 draw. Spin your way. There we go. Number
Alright.
4.
4.
It is. As I bring up the list.
It is.
Fulu.
Again? Okay.
Sorry, Mac, not yet.
Ah, shit. I'm biting my nails here.
Yeah, I know. you want to go. God, oh, this is insane. So it was. I said that was number 4. Your personal choice.
Okay. My
Yes.
personal choice is a game I've been meaning to get around to for a long time. It's an adventure game that has a lot of choices in it itself. It's Life is Strange. Not going around to that one.
Whoa.
It's
Hey,
it's quite a beloved one. So you know,
The buddies love Life is Strange, so they'll definitely channel in.
awesome. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Someone donate 29 quid right now. In fact, I'll do it myself. It's just-
Okay, I'll keep the table up then, shall I? Oh God!
At what
You
point
just
does this
want them
constitute a
out.
gambling addiction?
No, because otherwise we're gonna be under all sorts of different rules and
I
things.
know.
Please don't do that, for God's sake. You would-
yeah.
You can actually donate though, and you spin the thing, and it ends on someone else's buddy back.
He's gonna.
yeah, I'm gonna pay. Then it's not gonna be me. It's just fine. It's there you go. It's for a good cause anyway. So
Yeah.
Oh, he's okay. All right. I'm waiting for the notification to come through.
no. I get that. I just need to grab my phone.
He's actually doing this. Was it both spins for 4,500? You were saying something about 2 spins. Yeah, the first spin we did was for 4,450, and the last 2 spins were both for the 4,500s. We have now got 10 balls left in here. 2 are mine, 3 are Scarf's, 3 are Laura's, 2 are Ebax.
Yeah. So statistically, fate is against me, but
He
just
wants
like
to.
that.
Yeah,
we're
I
out.
think Statistically, I was due a couple there.
You were. There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
And
I'm
he's
hearing
just
that
done
somewhere.
Wow. 450 left until we hit the
Oh
hit
my
the
god.
threshold.
Only 450
Oh my god, I
pounds.
thought for a second he donated 450.
Oh
That's a set.
I'm not that stupid.
Just like I just throw the cage away at that point. Jesus.
We don't even
All
have
right,
to
here we
stream
go.
tomorrow.
eBack, £29. All right, let's spin it again.
Once
Ooh,
more into
nice
the breach.
number.
Have you summoned the magic? Have you made it happen?
I haven't, but
eBack,
I'm here. Yeah.
a magic word. A magic word, if you will.
Whibble.
Whibble.
Yeah, and fweep.
I like that magic word. Whibble.
Is one of yours
Whibble.
number 13?
Probably not, but
Oh.
Lucky number
Lucky
13.
Scarf!
I knew it.
Back.
the irony is,
Ring.
the irony is, it's my player choice that's the one I've really wanted with you, Scarf, and I keep shaking my fist in your direction.
Oh my god. Well, Scarf, you want to talk about Dungeon Draft?
Sure.
It's a creative live stream.
I'm still missing a couple of duos myself. Then, yeah, my creative live stream is I'm going to be using a program called Dungeon Draft. For those of you who tuned into my D&D session the other Sunday, I showed one of my battle maps, which was a ship, a ship that the players were sailing on. I made that in a program called Dungeon Draft. Using the tools that has, and I kind of thought, wouldn't it be fun to do a stream where I just make some D&D battle maps that I may or may not use, but just to kind of give a bit of practice, see what I can do with it.
There you are.
Yeah.
Dungeon Draft creative live stream on your way. Am I gonna have enough time to put this away? Are we done for the evening? I'm moving it.
Surely we're done.
I unfortunately cannot afford to just shove any money in. That was kind of like a Hail Mary from myself at that point.
Yeah, I was about to say a Hail Mary right there. I'm putting it away.
Shooting for the end zone.
Oh my
the
god.
overlap did give me time in order to get set up for my next stream, which of course I'm doing immediately afterwards, so I'm not even shutting things off.
Yes.
Oh,
Stick
yeah,
around,
yeah.
Stick around, everybody. Enjoy,
around.
enjoy. And I will now disappear from your screen. There we go. I'm gone. All right. Well, I suppose we got to leave then.
Unfortunately so. Although, again, I want to thank everyone who joined. I very much pushed this in the community for doing Silly Voices as the Saturday Multiblast. And I know there was a bit of like, maybe, but I actually think it's turned out to be very fun, and I'm very pleased with it. And I'm glad
It was a lot of
fun.
fun.
It was really good.
It was an absolute corker. I've enjoyed the
Relish
first
the
couple of times
opportunity.
I've had it before, and it made me want to do it even more. Just any chance you're going to give us to do some silly voices, I am on it.
I will most certainly then try and bring it back next year then for GameBlast next year. So
yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, lovely to have been here. Have fun in Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, if I go over, my audience should now be able to see my PlayStation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, they would if it hadn't frozen.
No.
That's Ryu. That's the wrong person.
That's still Yonosuke.
That's Kingdom Hearts background right
That's
there.
my Kingdom Hearts background, but then this is
Nice.
my actual
You
I
all,
see
you
my-
all did, I'm gonna
Oh,
say you all
weird.
did very well with the Japanese pronunciations.
That's more case that you
That's
showing you showing the Kingdom Hearts background, just like, oh god.
What awaits you, my friend?
It's in your
If we
future.
hit 5K, a lot of Kingdom Hearts is in my future.
Oh yes.
As in
Oh yeah,
all
it's
of
coming
it.
close now.
Yeah, we get 450. That's insane.
That's a PlayStation 5. So there you go.
Donate a PlayStation 5's worth of money, and I'm playing Kingdom Bloody Hearts. Oh god.
Well-
that'll probably be after Legend of Zelda because I got a lot to do already. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how we plod it out.
Right.
Hey, Nefarious, there you are.
Well, I am going to
Yes.
head off
Let's-
myself because I've kind of been going for like 6 hours in a row.
No, please do.
Let's go.
No, yeah. I
We
need
shall
to,
leave you be. Continue
Thank
watching,
you.
everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, everyone.
I shall-
Bye
It
bye.
I shall be hopping
Bye-bye.
into your
It's an
channel momentarily. Back.
No problem.
I'll probably have a moment to hop I'll put in brief.